What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the very first video that I'm going to be doing here today. So what I hope to do with all these videos in the future is to do a bunch of coin roll hunting. I also want to do a lot of unboxing videos of things that I buy, like anytime I buy gold, silver, and really just, this is kind of a hobby of mine that I've been into lately, and I just wanted to start doing this. I was finally able to find a bank that is able to give me these. So, and I know sometimes that can be kind of hard to do, but they were very cool about it. So today we're gonna be opening a couple boxes of pennies. Now, these ones look, just if we look at the backside here, I'm gonna try to do this as best as I can, but these are, just looking at the holes here, I don't see anything that stands out right off the bat. Now, I do have this wheat penny. This is what I'm looking for right now. The Lincoln Cent wheat penny. I'm trying to get that light out of the way. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to get these the wheat pennies. Now, I do have a few. Now, mind you, I said this is a hobby of mine, so I kind of started this already. But I do have one 1919, and I do have a couple up here as well. Now, unfortunately, I actually do have a lot more of these wheat pennies, but they're kind of in the later years, beyond this date. Now, the unfortunate thing about this book that I bought, I was actually kind of disappointed about it, is the printing. If you look, it repeats. This last page should start at 1947, I think, maybe 48. But it doesn't. It's just a repeat page of this. So I'm kind of disappointed that I got this book, and that's just how it is. So I'm gonna have to buy a new one eventually. I do apologize. The dogs are chewing a bone and they're trying to fight each other over it. So I apologize for any noises that you hear regarding that. But what we're gonna do today is we're gonna open these boxes up here. We're gonna go through them and see if we can fill up this book at all. That's kind of my goal here, is to fill up these Lincoln Cents for the wheat pennies. Now, I will be doing other things like the dimes, quarters, nickels, and things like that in the future. So I want to try to do those a couple times a week, if possible. But for today's video, we're just going to be doing these pennies unboxings. And I do have one other thing too. The bank was nice enough to let me get this. It's a bunch of I believe that, I forget what it's actually technically called. So I'm new to all this, by the way, so don't be too harsh about if I mispronunciate something. But these are the dollar coins. It's a $20 roll. I did see some of them. So one of them was like the bicentennial. We'll get into that in a little bit. It's not, we're gonna go through that later. But I don't have a book on these yet, so I'm gonna buy a book on that. But I do have a book on the cents. Down here, I do actually have some. I have the Jefferson nickels. Now, mind you, like I said, I did start these, so I have this kind of already done ahead of time, but that's okay. From here on out, we're gonna be filling. My goal is to fill up all of these books. I mean, I got the dimes too, but for today's purposes, we're just gonna be doing the pennies for right now, and then maybe in another video we'll do the dimes. We'll probably just go down the list and just do pennies, nickels, dimes. I don't know. We haven't figured that out yet. But for today, let's get into these boxes here. I'm going to open them up one by one at a time. I'm not going to film the whole thing because that can take too long. But we're going to go open up all these. We're going to go through these. Now, these rolls right here are actually new. You can just tell, I can just tell from this, the way, just the roll. It's more of a more recent design. And if you look at, and all these pennies, they do have, like, I don't know if the year is going to show up or not, but you can see that I'm pretty sure there's a 2023. So we're gonna, half of this box has these new ones, and at the bottom of the box they actually have some of the older ones like these. So these are the more circulated ones that I'm gonna go through. So these uncirculated ones are probably just gonna get put back in the bank account. But yeah, I got these from the bank today. We're gonna open these up. We'll go one by one. Our goal is to find the wheat pennies, so let's get right to it. All right, guys. So we are now, I believe, 5 rolls into that little box that was here earlier. The one that had a little mix of half and halves of the circulated and uncirculated. So we're starting on that one first. We went through the 5. I got a little copper stash going on up here. So just so if anybody doesn't know, any coin, let me find one that's actually kind of, that looks nice. So any coin that's predated 1981, and technically 1982, 1982 and earlier are going to be made up of 95% copper. So this is what my little copper stash is here. So there are some, just as a quick little tip, if you don't know if it has copper in it, especially if it's 1982, you can drop it and on a table, you can hear that little ping. Let me do that again. I don't know if the phone's gonna pick that up, but let's listen to that again. You hear that ping? That kind of ringing sound to it. This is what modern day pennies are. They are made up of zinc and just a copper plating. So listen to how dull the drop sounds on this one. It's just dull compared to this. You can hear that ring. I don't know if it's going to pick up on the phone, but that's a good way to tell if you have copper in it. And so I have a copper stash of pennies going on right here. Those were all from these rolls here. But we did find our first wheat penny, a 1945 Denver is what it looks like. So really cool find right now. So we're going to set that off to the side. We're going to keep going through these, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right. 2 rolls later, not much farther after that, we got another one here. So we have a 1953, looks like a San Francisco wheat penny. Now, unfortunately, I can't add that to the book because the stupid pages don't line up past 1947. So while we do have a wheat penny, I'm just going to have to sit off onto the sidelines until I get a new book. But we just got one out of this two rolls later. So let's keep going. All right. So we are now a few more rolls in. Copper stash is still building up. I'm getting a lot of copper in these rolls. But we did find another wheat penny. I don't know the year yet. I found it. It was sitting like this, so I haven't seen the year yet. So we're going to see what year we got right now. 56 Denver. Okay. Still can't do it because of the book, but that's a good find either way. So let's keep going. All right. So we just went through our first stack of the rolls here. Didn't find anything new from the last clip that I just showed. So we still have the 3 wheat pennies. We still have a lot of copper. I don't even know how much this weighs yet, but we still have that. But we're going to now break into this box here. And I do want to do this with you. You can see the bottom half of this box, I did not see any. It's hard to do this with one hand, I'm sorry. The bottom part of that box, I did not see any wheat pennies sticking out on the ends. So we'll have to see what we get in this one. Let's take a look. I don't see anything right off the bat. I do see a lot of old ones. I mean, it looks like there might be some copper right here. But there are a lot of new, actually, these are a lot of the newer rolls too. I wonder if I should break into the other ones. I might open up a few of the ones that I had before that were in the other box. They all look so new like these ones did, but I don't know if they're all new or not. I might break open a few just to check, but if not, we're gonna go through this box and see what we can get on the next one. So we are now 6 rolls, I think, into this box. Still finding more copper, a bunch of stuff, but we did find this year is 44 Philly. Do I have that? I'm not sure, but we're gonna set that over here. Part of the wheat, so we have 4 wheat. So out of all that, I think now we're at 20 or 24, I think. Well, we had 16 here, 6 there. Yeah, we're like at 20 something. So, but all that is just nothing but a bunch of copper mainly, which is actually kind of cool. But I did also find this. Canadian penny. This is actually in the first roll, but it's a 1986 penny. Don't know too much about the Canadian coins, but I think I have one as well. I don't know if it's the same year or not, but that was hidden in one of the rolls, which is cool. So we'll set that off to the side. But let's keep going. We still got more to go through. But yeah, 4 right now, but let's keep going. Okay, so we are now a lot deeper into this box, almost halfway. It's still not quite there. Not really finding much. Still a bunch of, a decent amount of copper here and there and random stuff, but did finally get in the next one here. This one's a little beat up and dirty. I already saw the year on it, but I'm going to go ahead and flip that over for you guys. 1952 Denver. A little beat up. Does have some cool lighting colors to that. But yeah, we are still going at it. Almost halfway through the box. So I'll get back to you when I find the next one. Okay, so we're in that same roll as the last clip. And let's take a look at what we got here. We got another one. This one actually looks not that too bad. But yeah, it was still in that same roll as the last wheat penny that we found. But let's go ahead and flip this over and see what year we got. 1956 Denver. Okay. You know, it's kind of annoying that all the ones that I need to put in the book, I can't. And those are the ones that I'm getting. I can't get any of the earlier ones, but it's all good. We're going to get a new book in the future. But for right now, that's what we got. We're still going at it. You guys want to get the next wheat penny. Just a couple more rolls down from that last one. We got another wheat penny here. So I haven't seen the year yet, but we're going to go ahead and flip this over right now and see what we got. 1957. It looks like a Denver. Yeah. Cool. All right. We'll add that to the stash and keep going. Okay. So we have 1953 San Francisco. I think that's what it looks like. Yeah. San Francisco. So another wheat penny. This was in the 20th roll. So we're still going on. We're almost done. But yeah, we'll keep going and set that off to the side. And we'll go through these later. Okay. So it took a lot longer than I expected. I mean, I almost started falling asleep doing this. I mean, we're almost done now. And I finally got the next wheat penny here. So we got a 1941. I don't think I have this one. I'm just going off of memory. I'm not sure if I don't think I have this one, but we can put that off to the side. This is just getting ridiculous. I might need a container at this point for all the copper coins, but we're still going at it. We still got about 11 more rolls. Almost done with this, the 12th one here. If I find any more, I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, we'll do a little quick recap from here. So we're still actually on that 12th roll here. I didn't see it, but just a couple coins later, we got another wheat penny here. Now this one is a little crusty, not gonna lie. But it is a 1950. I don't know if it looks like a Philly. I don't know if it has any other markings in there, but 1950, getting a little green there. But yeah, that's definitely one we can add into it. But we'll keep going here. All right, so just got done with everything. So to recap, I had about 400, I counted 457 individual pennies of the copper pennies. I think when you translate that, it's just over 3 pounds. I don't have a scale, so that's why I counted it individually, but it's about 3 pounds worth of individual copper items. We have about, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wheat pennies of all those rolls, and then 2 Canadian pennies. I don't think I mentioned it in the last one. I did find a second Canadian penny. I don't know if this is the one. If I get the focus. 1984. I think the first one was in 1986, but this one's in 1984. We got some wheat pennies out of that. And then I know I mentioned about the centennial or the bicentennial coins. So I found these. None of them have silver in it. It was just one roll. So I don't know if you guys know maybe, I mean, I don't think these are really worth much, but I don't know if there's anything to look for, like anything specifically to look for with when it comes to these type of coins in the future, because I might get these. They just gave me a roll because they had a bunch of extra. I figured why not. So I didn't bother opening them because I already knew what they were, and it would just kind of be, it would have been very anticlimactic. So that's why I originally did record it, but I just, it wasn't much. So I figured it wouldn't be worth putting it into the video. What is, ew, what is this? Rust. I don't want to look at that. But anyways, that's all the things here. I'm gonna go through and see what I can put in this book. It's gonna be kind of difficult with that page being missing, but overall, I think this is pretty much what I expected. I didn't expect something ridiculous to happen. I wasn't expecting any random rare coin or anything, but we did get a bunch of these wheat pennies, and got a bunch of copper coins to hold on to. But overall, I think it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. I mean, to help start filling this book up, I think the next one we're gonna start. I might do one on dimes, might do one on nickels. We'll see what we can do. I'm gonna try to see if I can record that video maybe in the next couple of days. Not too certain on what we're gonna do, but for right now, this is just what we're gonna go with. I'm gonna try to see what I can put in this book. But otherwise, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you think. If you have any other ideas or any things that maybe I missed when I was counting or pointing things out, I'd love to hear some feedback, because again, I am new to all this. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys.